Hello, I'm Maria Hall Brown, and this is LA Currents. When she was sworn in December of 2022, our guest today became the first female Los Angeles City Attorney, Hydee Feldstein Soto. So nice to have you here.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's a pleasure to be back with you.
A lot has happened since you became the LA City Attorney, and a lot of really great things, by the way. You received a gold seal from the State Bar recognizing your efforts toward DEI, and I've also learned that it's now DBI. What changes did you incorporate into the office that allowed that recognition?
A lot of it is just building the values and the visibility and the practice into the DNA of the office. So I now have a leadership team that looks much more like the landscape of Los Angeles. It is a mosaic of the people that we serve. Vendors, experts, lawyers have an opportunity to compete on a level playing field, and we can select the best qualified for the particular job.
Some of the other priorities that you put into place, you got a wonderful grant that helped with the driving under the influence of drugs unit. Did you notice an impact?
We have gotten the grant for 12 years. Each grant is for a year.
Okay.
But we are renewed year over year.
Oh, okay.
And it is partly as a result of the success that our unit has had. But I will tell you that from 2023 to 2024, my office filed nearly 5,400 cases involving DUI and DUID drivers. So drivers who were under the influence of either alcohol or drugs. The number of DUI arrests increased exponentially last year, but what's more disturbing is that we're seeing an increase in polysubstance abuse behind the wheel. And that creates a very dangerous situation. I welcome the opportunity to remind everyone in our city, if you're going to drink, if you're going to do drugs, don't drive.
If you're working anywhere in the city of Los Angeles, you cannot get away from the topic of homelessness, because that obviously is a huge crisis, and it continues to be, but there are, a lot of nuanced and a lot of legal issues, and one of the things that your office has been dealing with is encampments and city-owned buildings. Where are we in that realm?
I will tell you that I think we are exponentially better today than we were 2 years ago, and most of that credit goes to the mayor's office. I did start off my first year with putting in place a public health and safety receivership, which was met with elation, skepticism, all kinds of things when we did it. The fact is we just kept doing our job, and as of this year, what has happened in this past year is that we managed to bring all 29 of the buildings to a point of rehabilitation where they were no longer uninhabitable. And we saved 2,000 low-income units in downtown LA. We kept 1,500 people housed, and we have re-delivered all 29 buildings back out into private or nonprofit hands.
One of the big things that you have been working diligently against is human trafficking, sex trafficking, especially when it comes to the arena of minors.
I give all credit to the LAPD, and especially the 77th Street Station, and to the South Bureau Chief, Amada Tingarides, because it's really under their leadership that the hard work has been done. We started in April of 2023, so I had been in office about 4 months, and under the leadership of now Council President Harris Dawson and Mayor Bass, we put together a multi-agency task force. We started off by simple things like putting up the required signage in the motels so that the girls knew who to call if they wanted to escape. We started off with, we offered services, we offered hope, we offered help. And yes, 171 juveniles as of June 2024 said yes to that. And of those children, the youngest was 11.
Oh, that's awful.
We have arrested or cited more than 190 pimps and perpetrators. We got a closure of one of the motels in the area that was a crime magnet of violent activity. We've also made 40 human trafficking arrests. Those are very hard to make and prove, but these are very serious pimp arrests that we've referred over to the DA or to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
The last thing I really want to ask is about, we have a transition of administration from the federal side, which comes with a lot of potential changes. Where are we with the idea of immigration and being a sanctuary city?
Again, my job is to uphold the laws that our city passes.
Got it.
As I think you know, our city council passed and our mayor signed a sanctuary ordinance. Not to be misunderstood, that sanctuary ordinance does not prevent and could not prevent the federal government and federal agents from operating in any area of California, including our city. So it is not as if we can kick ICE or any federal agent out of our city, even if we wanted to. We don't want to interfere with the federal government. But all we are saying is that, especially in this time of limited resources, when we are down approximately 1,500 police officers, when I am operating with the same number of lawyers that we had more than 10 years ago, and I have 4 times the number of cases, the city is going to prioritize its resources to what the city needs to do to function at our level, and we are not going to be permitted to use city resources to, in effect, do the job for the federal government or make it easier. We believe that the right way to public safety, especially in a city that has as large and as thriving and as contributing an immigrant community as we do, is to make it safe for individuals to come forward to law enforcement, to make it safe for individuals to trust our badge, and to report the crimes that really implicate public safety throughout our city. And people aren't going to do that if they think that they or their spouse or their next door neighbor will wind up
Suffer for it.
deported.
Right. Got a lot more to do. I'm sure you've got a lot of goals and a lot of things that you're looking forward to. So what does the next year look like for your office?
I will tell you that I'm excited for the next year. I'm excited in the sense that I do think that the DA's office and I will be working well together. I'm excited for the public rights branch that I created in my first year to keep doing the good work they're doing. We haven't talked about the fact that we sued to prevent PFAS and permanent chemicals, and we sued Monsanto over Roundup, and we've done all kinds of environmental work. One of my prosecutors, civil prosecutors in the public rights branch, was awarded Wildlife Prosecutor of the Year. I didn't even know that existed, okay, by the Fish and Game Association, because of the matters that we've brought that are quiet, but that really help protect habitat for wildlife. And I hope to keep doing the good work in shutting down party houses, in protecting our consumers from dangerous products. We had a case with baby formula that had poison in it, effectively, and we shut down 6 pharmacies over that. We had a case, well, I think you know this, where we sued the hosting platform for party houses in the Hollywood Hills. And we try to bring the matters that benefit the people of the city of Los Angeles without infringing on the financial matters that would find lawyers in private practice. We work to take the cases that should be brought where there is no money for private solutions.
And if people want to keep up on all of this and find out what the office is doing, what's the best way?
Go to my website. Everything you could need is there. There's a resources tab. There's a place to sign up for our newsletter and subscribe, and I would encourage you to do that. We also have a phone number for our community law corps, CORPS. Happy to report they've solved 2,000 complaints from residents in their first year of operation with very limited resources. So that phone line is 213-978-7878.
Well, thank you so much. It's been really wonderful to have a chance to chat with you again, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
And that's a wrap on this LA Currents.